And all of a sudden it's like I feel like I'm walking in the door of it, even though I don't see how that was possible. It's like all of a sudden I'm down at the bottom. Stay behind me if you're afraid. Take my hand if you want to, but we're going in, right?
Yeah, let's go in.
Now, don't get sucked in, like keep our connection from source, because it's going to be a place full of lies, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be more compelling than a grocery store, right?
Right.
1,000 times more, 1,000,000 times more, right? It's going to be, do they want us to stay here?
No.
Well, not like we are now, but would they like for us to join them?
Oh, here in that place?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And so are they going to make it compelling?
Yeah.
So forewarned is forearmed, right?
Right.
So let's get a fire hose of truth locked in place, right?
Yeah.
Whoa. Now we have the right to do this. We have the right to live our lives in sacred space. It's up to us to create it. So now let's just lock the fire hose of truth in place, right? They don't like that. Whoa, it's like I'm blowing over their stage set.
Yeah.
I'm not, but the fire hose of truth is. Let's just lock that fire hose of truth in place and start amping it up. Amping it up. And look what the vortex does when the fire hose of truth starts playing. Vortex is getting bigger and more powerful. And you see how it's kind of like swelling and growing on truth. It lives on truth. It thrives. That's it. It thrives on truth, right?
Yeah.
So we've gotten way down here. We have a right to live our lives in sacred space. We have a right. It's in the rule book. Like I just hold up the rule book and it's right there. They can't stop us from doing this. We keep our connection way up high. That's our job to do. And now we're connected from source above to source below, blowing right through this space, right?
Right.
They don't look very happy with this.
No, they don't.
They look like everything is blowing around and out the windows, and they're pissed.
Yeah.
Furious. Fire hose of truth, source above, source below, pumping the vortex, fire hose of truth. We're just going to blow this place clear. Well, we aren't. We're holding space and locking the fire hose of truth in place and keeping the vortex going and keeping our connection to source above. Luce is way up there, and he's apparently what's happening is big chunks of things are flying up the vortex, because when I looked at Luce, he's taking big things out of the top end. You see that?
Yeah.
What are those big things?
I don't know. They look like building materials or chunks of concrete.
Yeah, and parts of furniture and stairs, and I can't tell. Stage set is what it looks like sucking up the pieces of a most elaborate stage set ever made. Check me on that.
Yeah.
So you can see that space that's like at the center of it, right there, that very center.
Uh-huh.
I think I'm going to sit there. Would you like to sit there with me?
Sure.
We can clear this central zone, can't we?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever's outside of it, we can't really do anything about, right?
Right.
Because we have to keep the length, or this won't work. We're sunk, right?
Right.
So we can just clear this central part. We sit right here on this dot, and we clear as much of this room as we can. We can clear at least a hula hoop size. But it doesn't seem like they can reach us with their long pokey things.
No.
So maybe it's more than 8 feet in diameter. But the point of it is the length. That's what matters most. Fire hose of truth. And now I see these big, I'm asking the light beings and the angels to come help clear this out. But they were already in play, because I see these big scrub brushes that look kind of like the chimney sweeping brushes.
Yeah.
Keep this vortex thicker. That's what happened. I just got stabbed in the back with one of those pokey things. So we got a hole in the vortex. So we can just draw that spear inside. It belongs to me now, because thank you for the gift of energy. And look, someone came in with it. Whew. Send that upstairs, right? I see the medical examiner. She's still just taking samples. This confirms, well, it either will or won't confirm their theory. She has to test it first. I'm asking Luce how long, and he says a little longer. But the way he says a little longer makes it sound like more than a little longer.
Yeah.
So we just keep this vortex. Incorrect. We need to thicken our vortex because I just got stabbed again. So thicken the vortex. Oh. Thicken the vortex. If we can't keep this vortex solid enough that we don't get stabbed, we may not be able to stay long enough to make the difference that needs to be made. And it's up to us to thicken the vortex. No one can do it for us but us. I just got stabbed a third time. Angels, if you're willing to use us, we're grateful. Whoa! Angels, if you're willing to use us, we're grateful. Whew! Once more. Angels, if you're willing to use us, we're grateful. Oh, I still got that third stab place doesn't feel quite right. So let me see if I can draw that in. And there's somebody on the end of that too. Do you see that?
Yeah.
I'll just send it up to, it's like there's a rope hanging down the middle of the vortex for evidence to be attached to, and also to pull us out in case we really need it. Let's put the safety harnesses on, test them, pull. I just got stabbed again. So noticing the connection, asking loose, ask him how much longer. What does he say? How much longer, loose? Well, if we can't hear him, can you hear him?
No.
Then we'll take us up a little bit. Take us up a little bit. Till we need to be able to hear him. Okay, so now fire hose of truth, follow us up. Fire hose of truth, follow us up. I feel like I'm rising like in a hot air balloon or something. Fire hose of truth, and like going through floors or levels or something. Like going through floors of a building. Yeah. I'm not really looking, I'm just riding the fire hose of truth until I can hear loose. We just go high enough up until we can hear him. Okay?
Okay.
Asking loose, how much longer? Loose, how much longer? We'll pull, yanking on it like 3 yanks is supposed to mean something. Yank, yank, yank. I don't know what, but it was time for the 3. Now they're pulling us up faster. Oh, hi! There's my friend the medical examiner. Hi! They're checking. I guess they're like they want to see the wound places. It'll tell them something. What is she pulling out?
I mean, it looks to me like scarves, like magician scarves.
Yeah. A trick, right?
Yeah.
It's all tricks. It hurt though. Where are we? I feel like we're completely upstairs again.
Yeah.
Because we're above our house now, because I can look down and see our house from here. And we were way below it.
Yeah.
And now we're way above it, because look how far down it is to the house. Right?
Right.
So they got us out of there. I hope that we were there long enough to make it so they can keep working down there, like open up the doors, you know?
Yeah.
Luce says not really.
Not really.
Let's pulse it from here as best we can, not getting lazy. Like we were starting to drown in the lies, that's why we couldn't even hear them anymore, right? The lies were kind of pressing in on us. Oh, the magician scarves, lies! Illusions. They were shooting us with illusions, with lies.
Yeah.
Wow. Can you hear Luce talking?
Not very well.
He's talking about ancient tales, ancient somethings. Or he's telling us what sounds like an ancient tale.
I can see him doing things with his hands, but I can't hear what he's saying.
I can't see him, but I can hear him. He's narrating. The story that my mind would make up is story of good and evil.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. That's may or may not be what he's actually saying. But he's showing me light and dark. You know, I had 2 cowboy hats, white cowboy hat, black cowboy hat.
Yeah.
You see those cowboy hats?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would seem to support the struggle. And he's explaining about how long it's been going on, and how it's actually interesting because we can look into the future and see that this resolves.
Yeah.
And so it's obvious that the struggle that the black hats are putting up will eventually not succeed. It will eventually be the losing side. Because look, we see the future, right?
Right.
We can see the future of all white hats. It's just a matter of time. We have to go far enough out into the future.
It's
right?
a ways out.
It's a long, long ways out. And there's like it looks like a sine or a cosine curve. You know, like sometimes there's more black hats than white, and sometimes there's more white hats than black, back and forth, back and forth. But overall, look at the end, and it looks like an S curve that kind of goes up, up, up. And then there are more white hats. And then it seems to pass a critical or a crucial point.
And they're all white.
And then boom, happens fast from that point on.
Yeah.
Critical mass. When we reach critical mass, it just happens. So the longer we can hold this vortex going here, the better it is, the faster the illusions are cleared, the faster the confusion lifts, the faster the fear lifts, the faster everything happens. Again, I see the mold with the sinister face. Are we above or below the house? Can you tell?
It's like we're right above.
Drawing the focus to the intersection of future chakra and vertical channels, letting it pop a bubble. Did you see that gross brown splatter when the bubble popped?
Yeah.
It was pulse, vortex, suck that up. Or wash it down. Wash it down. That's better. Look down. Oh, like we're open down to that glowing thing down there. It's open. Do you see that?
Yeah.
So definitely, let's just get the living waters in place, like the huge thing of living waters. And now let's just ask that to just wash right through us, through our entire pillar, and we'll just hold it open all the way down to the bottom, and just, wow, there's like a torrent of living water moving through. Oh, maybe now we're at ground level, because it feels like this is a tile floor. So let's just start the close. Start to gather up the errors. I've got quite a few errors over here.
Too.
Ooh, boatload of errors. Just asking for a bucket brigade, and we'll send the errors up, because the errors themselves seem to have value as evidence. Mm-hmm. Isn't that interesting? I wonder what that means. I don't understand that. Do you? Maybe they aren't our errors. Maybe they aren't only our errors. We're gathering up the errors. Maybe it's the oopsie. The oopsie that led to mold in the house.
Yeah.
Right? Ha ha! Wow, that feels true, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, let's just gather up all the errors. Me too. I make mistakes all the time. Me too. Gathering up all the errors. Wow, look, that clang, down go the portcullis. Is that what those are called? Because someone was trying to get out of here. Do you see that? And now, boom, we've got to get the steel floor because someone's still trying to get out. No, boom, like lead sealed. You're not getting out of here, right?
Right.
Now we just like tug on a rope, and we can all go upstairs as evidence together, right?
Right.
So tuning to that vibration of that ultimate future where all the hats are white. We see it happen. That's the lie. The foundational lie is that it isn't inevitable.
Right.
It is inevitable. Look, you can see every way, like there are all these millions of roads, but they all converge.
Right.
At the end, everybody's wearing white hats. It's inevitable that everyone wears white hats. It's inevitable that we all return to Source. We're eternal beings on an eternal growth path. By definition, someday we will reunite with Source.
That's true.
And that seems to be the fundamental lie. The foundational lie they seem to be telling is that there's any other ending point.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but there is no other ending point.
No.
Look at all the millions of roads. Can you see all those millions of roads?
Yeah.
But look how they all converge. They're all converging. They come at it from all different angles. They do. But they all converge at a place where it's total white.